Hey, welcome, Ben, in the Hollywoods. Strapped away here in a world of Disney, and it's a spinning all the time out here. This is the results of the telepathy experiment so far from me. I've only gotten images in. It's been 30 minutes since we did the experiment. Um, these are my recollections, and then I just got the recollections in from a lady who lives up in the mountains above Hollywood there, and for her, she went to a cave, a large cave, where there were 5 large metal pillars, and the figures were sort of dark and sultry. And she asked them about food and lodging and how to get around. And she said they were cutting something that looked like a watermelon made out of meat. That's the first one. Rose experienced the same thing I did, which was a unbelievably powerful golden glow and a feeling of assurance and calm and beauty, and like you were in the conduit of something holy. And that went on for about a minute. It was quite an extraordinary experience. And when I was connecting with Duvall, he was rather blown away by it as well. So let me read you some of my recollections while they're brand new right off my brain, and there's still more coming. I spoke to him for about 4 minutes. All right, so let me read these to you. My early meditation found he was overwhelmed by the golden energies. He welcomes the event. He's not sure whether he can give the kind of individual attention to each person. I explained to him that this vibratory rate would go into what his equivalent of the superconscious would be, and it would pull the information out like a computer search. All right. So then I asked him about the food. He said it was grown in a hydroponic-like machine, not hydroponics, but like that, like a machine. There was plenty to eat for those who were involved in the civil groups. There were many who are like homeless. Right. Car is a magnetic device. It repels the planet itself, so it keeps it in opposition to the planet. And then it's propelled by a little teeny small motor that's an antimatter motor, and that shoots it around. And not everybody has them. It's kind of a luxury thing. The history, they know about the giants. The giants are still around. You see all those big buildings, like on my videos on YouTube, Ben A. Harris, those big castles that people must have been half a mile tall. But they know about the giants. Some big giants still exist. My question has been, how do they get along with the humans, little teeny people? And the answer is that if the giants mess with anybody, they have a good communication grid set up on that planet, very strong, better than our wireless network. And right away, hunters go out and shoot the giant and kill him. So, and the giant knows he's going to get it if he messes with the people. So they got that kind of relationship that says, don't mess with us. Right? And that's more it, because the giants are certainly not civilized. Although they have clothes, and I didn't ask them that. I want to find out how these giants get those clothes. All right, so then I asked him about government. He said it's localized, but there's a connection grid, a sort of an association where they all stay very connected in communication. And I asked him about his family. He said he never saw them at the time that he was younger. Hordes were being moved around for why I don't know, but people were being moved around. They wanted to level off the societies there somehow. So he was caught in that and never really knew his family. All right, I told you about the glow. The Pleiadian elders. I felt the presence, semi-visual, of the Pleiadian elders, very approving, like a dad watching a kid walk for the first time, holding back on helping the kid, letting him struggle so he gets strong, but in a good vibe way. Expect a lot more here, because when we open a channel to the Pleiadians, a lot more important than opening the channel to one individual on Mars. If we open a channel to the Pleiadians, you know, I mean, all right. Expect more here. For Rose, they took her to a private garden, which is a very precious thing there, because the surface of the planet is very dried out and desert-like. But most of it, there's trees and lakes and stuff too. And she told him that she was learning to be a healer, which she's already really a very accomplished healer already. But she said that to him, and he produced some flowers and showed her how to use them. And my guess would be she might find a Bach flower cure equivalent here, and that may be the path for Rose. Virgo with a Scorpio moon. That's a nurse-doctor combo. All right, and lastly, the Pinean elders came into my head very strongly, imaged my pineal gland, and said the artichoke, nuts, especially acorns and olives, are especially good for this master gland, which has to be amplified and strengthened to actually even be a player in the interplanetary chessboard. So that's a given for them, and they want us to do that and step up a level. They want those of us who are in a grid, holding hands, part of an energy vibe, in this disassociated bunch of energy vibes on the planet, and they want to step us up a level. But it's not like they're running over here to be do-gooders. They're there to help us do it ourselves, which I thought was kind of comforting. Not that maternalistic, kind of vibe, which is like, do it for me. Anyway, that's the results so far. Only exactly an hour and 10 minutes after the event, so I'm sure a lot more is going to be coming in. But there was no problem making a contact at all. And you can go to the Mystical Humanoids page on Facebook, or just Google in Mystical Humanoids, and read the transcripts from me, Rose, David Bottomley, very gifted psychic who went in early. And hopefully you establish that grid yourself. Love you guys. Bye.